Hello students, welcome back to my channel. Let us continue learning networking concepts. In today's session, we'll be talking about switching techniques. Now, what is a switching techniques? So since we are discussing about the networking concept here, whenever we have a network, it is nothing but there are n number of nodes connected via different kinds of LAN, WAN, or different kinds of networking where we need to pass the data or send the data, for example, from one source to another destination. So the way we are going to pass this data is nothing but your switching techniques, where we will be talking about what are the various types of switching through which we can pass the data from source to the destination. So in a computer networking, switching is the process of transferring data packets from one device to another in a network, or from one network to another using specific devices called as switches. So this data transfer can be happening within the network, or it can be happening globally across networks. So any kind of a data whichever you're trying to transfer is nothing, it uses a technique called as a switching technique. So different types of switching techniques are employed to provide communication between two computers. So they are circuit switching, message switching, and packet switching. Let us quickly go through what is the meaning of each one of them. The very first one, which is circuit switching, it is nothing but a type of switching in which a connection is established between the source and destination beforehand. So this is a very old style of switching techniques, which is called as a circuit switching, where if at all you want to transfer a data, for example, if this is a source and if it's a destination and the message to be sent, you have to have a connection set up beforehand, and then only you can transfer the data. So this connection receives the complete bandwidth of the network until the data is transferred completely. So unless and until entire message is sent to the destination, other sources, for example, if there is another node which want to access the same network, it is not possible. This entire path will be dedicated to this particular message passing only. So that is a drawback here. So this is nothing but circuit switching. In olden days, this used to be used, especially for telephone calling and everything. You would call a particular operator and they would set up a connection, and that connection cannot be interrupted. That has to be used. That is, once a person completes communication, then only that particular network can be used by others. That is nothing but your circuit switching. Next one is message switching. Now, this is a technique. The source computer sends the data or message to the switching office first. So as you can see, if this is a message which is source which is sending the message, that will be sent to a particular node or a switching office, you can say a junction, which stores the data in the buffer. It then looks for a free link to another switching office and then sends the data to its office. So what is happening is, here I'm not checking that I have to have a dedicated line beforehand. I'm not checking that whether the lines are free. Instead, what I'm doing is, first I'm setting it to the nearest available node. And from here, it will decide whether I should send in this direction or this direction or this direction, whichever is available and which is blockage free, it will choose whichever is required. Okay, that is nothing but your message switching. So the message whichever has been sent from here will be stored as a buffer here. From here, it will decide where need to be sent. For example, if it sends here, it will be stored here. From here, if it sends here, then from here, it will be sent to the destination. So this process is continue until the data is delivered to the destination computer. So every node whichever comes within the network, every switching office will store the data and then it will forward the data to the next node. That is how your message switching works, unlike your circuit switching. All right. The last type of a switching is called as a packet switching. Now, packet switching in a computer network is a method for transferring data to the network in the form of packets. So here the entire message will be divided into something called as a packets. So in order to transfer the file fast and efficiently over the network and minimize the transmission latency. Transmission latency is nothing but delay in transmitting the data. The data is broken into small pieces of variable length called as a packet. So what is going to happen is, I'm going to have a message whichever need to be sent, I'm going to divide it into something called as a packet. Packet 1, packet 2, packet 3, etc. As you can see here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, it is not necessary that everything will go in the same path, like we told before, that it need not go in this direction at all. Okay. Now, so as you can see in this image, the one we had 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4 is going in this network. 1, 2 is going in this network, and then 1, 2 has come over here, and then it has reached the destination. Similarly, 2, 4 has taken a different path. It has come over here, and while it is reaching the destination, it has been arranged, and then it has been sent to the destination. So that is how a packet switching works. So at the destination, all these small parts have to be reassembled belonging to the same file. So though from the source it has been sent in a some order, in order to make the transmission effective and fast, in the network, we will be sending them in the different directions. As in packet will move freely without any order. But when it reaches the destination, once again, we are going to rearrange and destination will receive it in the same order. That is how a packet switching works. All right. So these are the three kinds of switching techniques. So that's all in today's session, students. Thank you for watching.